here we are. We're at Ketchum, Idaho, which is 10 miles from Sun Valley, Idaho, the famous ski resort. And we're at a Ketchum cemetery. And this is where the last remains of Ernest Hemingway are. And we were looking for his headstone, and when we saw a headstone with many bottles of whiskey, then we knew we had arrived.
So pretty impressive. I thought you might enjoy that. I hope you're having a good day. Love ya. Hug and kiss my littles for me.
So he's between a bunch of trees. His wife Mary, Welsh Hemingway, is here, right beside him. And she lived until actually 1986. He died in 1961. His gravestone appears to be covered with guitar picks, money, pennies, beer caps, a pen, a cigarette, some pine cones and rocks, a beer, and several bottles of alcohol of assorted kinds. But when we saw the bottles of whiskey, then we knew it was his grave. So we pulled over and we were exactly right. So what we're going to add is California crystals. We don't have any whiskey with us, so we're going to set a pile of California crystals here. So we're still at the gravesite of Ernest Hemingway, and we've added California crystals to the pile and a cigarette, and I think we're going to add a lucky pin, so he'll have something to write with. It's pretty darn exciting. He's in a nice area here. He's got several guitar picks on his grave. And this is the Ketchum Cemetery. In
here's his family.
Idaho.
Look at this. Angela Hemingway, 48, and it's
Angela Hemingway. She appears to still be alive. And Jack John Hemingway, who made it clear until the year 2000.
That's crazy. What a wonderful world.
So, Ernest Hemingway and his wife are both here in the Ketchum Cemetery in Ketchum, Idaho. And we're heading up a mountain. The trusty girls, the car and Jess, we're headed up that way. And we saw some flora and fauna. We're always questing for details here. So we see these orange guys, and they are delightful. They're very cute. They're at about 7,000 feet. They are profuse, and they are magnificent. Just darling. And there are some lovely blue guys here, which everyone knows what they are, but I don't. But they look like a star, and they are everywhere. And they grow out of that thing. And they are mountain asters, which is very fitting for them. And they're in a... Woo! Get the gold pan. That looks like a gold creek there.
No water, but right?
Right. So it's just a little pull out on our way up the mountain. Still snow, and today is July 1st. And as a by note, Ernest Hemingway died July 2nd, which will be tomorrow. And we were just at his grave, 1961. Still snow, but very little of it. Anyway, the girl's struggling up the mountain. So we're gonna take off. We're on. These are some darling yellow ones that have been profuse.
That's milkweed. Oh, look at the big yellow ones.
They've just been beautiful. Yeah. And this is, I can't see, the Salmon River Mountains according to the map. We've went over the top of the mountain. We are still in eastern Idaho, we're thinking. And a lot of snow over here. A lot of snow. Beautiful valley down below. We made it over the top, amazingly enough. Below us is the Salmon River, rising as a small stream in the valley to the south. The salmon winds 420 miles across Idaho before flowing into the Snake River. Discovered in 1805 by Lewis and Clark and explored with great difficulty by fur traders and prospectors, the salmon drains a vast tangle of rugged mountains and deep canyons. Until after 1950, boats could not ascend the main canyon, so the salmon got the name River of No Return. So I'm out here questing for the details of the city of Vienna, where there were 200 buildings. Jess is over there somewhere on the other side. We are searching this entire hillside, I guess. This is down there. I came across the road and I am doing this field, which looks like just like you saw a while ago, and it's a giant flat spot. There are ATV trails running around me. I came across this thing, which I'm not going to get too close to, but I will try to get the camera in on it. This is an incredible ant nest about 1.5 feet or 2 foot tall. It looks like, I'm not sure what, it looks like they've carried 1 million sticks to make this mound. It is 1.5 feet good mound. I'm going to zoom in on it. It's by some rocks, so you can see there are 1 million ants working. I don't even want one to get on my leg. I'm afraid to go near. I'll go a little bit near if I don't see any of them. But I wish I had brought them something to eat. In fact, I might walk back to the car and get some granola for them. Or nuts or something. This is incredible. I've never seen such a thing. That's a detail I could probably live without seeing. That is the biggest ant thing I've ever seen. But maybe they need that because of the snow, because usually this is, you know, the snow country here. I guess I'll go to the car and get them some winter supplies. That's just crazy.
So this is considered the gateway to Sawtooth Mountain, and we've come across some sawtooths.
This is the end of the sawtooths. Leaving this valley in Stanley, Idaho. This is the Salmon River. Rushing through here. We're trying to find civilization. We spent a lot of time looking for the city of Vienna. many nice campgrounds up in here. And they stock this river, and there's a million fishermen catching a million trout. The river's just beautiful all along here. And there are these flowers that look like roses or wild poppies or something. And they're all in here. Anyway, we're outie. We're headed for civilization. We're hoping it's within the next 100 miles.